Hello everyone, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. So we have some excellent news regarding AT&T here. It looks like they've delivered a big subscriber beat. So they've topped expectations for earnings, revenue, and free cash flow with its second quarter results. So let's dive into this here. So according to the article, this is from MarketWatch, which I'll drop the link for you guys down below in the description. You can read it on your own if you like. Crushed expectations with its subscriber numbers for the latest quarter, while saying Wednesday that it expects to put a chunk of its expected tax savings towards investments in its fiber network. So without a doubt, fiber is AT&T's go-to plan. That is the big project in the foreseeable future for AT&T. They've come forward on a number of occasions admitting to this. This is where a lot of their investments have been going, even more so than wireless, right? Now, that doesn't mean they don't care about wireless. They've been doing their best to build out, and they've made some modifications over the last year or so with their plans. They're a little bit better than they were, say, previous year, but it's all about the fiber. Let's be honest. This is where we're going to see a lot of these companies going. We are seeing this, right? Home internet is the start of it, and now, this is basically where there's a lot of opportunity for companies like T-Mobile, Verizon, and of course AT&T, which is why they're pretty much going full throttle on this. So AT&T reported 401,000 postpaid phone net additions for the second quarter, whereas analysts tracked by FactSet were expecting only 303,000. So that's 102,000 more than anticipated, right? So that's awesome. What else we got here? So it looks like postpaid phone subscribers are those who pay for service after a cycle is up, as opposed to prepaid service subscribers who purchase service in advance of using it. So what else we got here? They've generated adjusted earnings per share of 54 cents, up from 51 cents a year before. So not bad. Listen, they were supposed to report at 401,000 postpaid phone. They were supposed to report 303,000. So they went ahead and did more than that, right? They went ahead and did like 98,000 or something like that, more than they were anticipated. So I think that is very, very good, right? Because that's what we want to see. We want to see the companies doing better, not do worse. So in my opinion, going above, doing 98,000 more than anticipated in itself is a giant accomplishment. All right, so adjusted earnings, 54 cents, up from 51 cents. AT&T's second quarter revenue came in at $30.8 billion, beating the $30.5 billion consensus view. Mobility service revenue was up 3.5% to $16.9 billion, just ahead of the $16.8 billion that analysts were modeling. Free cash flow for the latest quarter was $4.4 billion versus the $4.2 billion consensus view. And it says that they've offered various disclosures around its expected benefits from the new tax legislation and how they plan to use that money. And it looks like they're modeling $6.5 billion to $8 billion of cash tax savings from 2025 to 2027 versus the outlook it gave back in 2024. They're saying they plan to put $3.5 billion of that towards network investments as it works to build out its fiber footprint and contribute $1.5 billion of the tax savings towards employee pension plans. So listen, man, huge accomplishment for AT&T. Good to see that they're upping their game when it comes to profitability. Sometimes we wonder, how these results are going to come out. And this is, they've just been kind of getting the bag. The first quarter was great. Second quarter is great. So we'll see what they can do in a third. But so far they've been having a good year. 2025 has been kind for their profitability portfolio, I think. They've certainly been kicking it up a notch. with what they've been doing. So it's working. You know, that's all I can say. The fiber is earning, mobility is up. So customers are still signing up for the plans, whether or not they're, you know, we can look at them and say they're expensive, you're not getting enough. They have the right amount of clients and I guess the right amount of profits, you know, or prices, should I say, to keep the profits moving, because this is not a company that gives too much. That's for sure, right? We know that they're probably the least giving of the big three, right? Verizon offers way more perks. T-Mobile offers way more perks. AT&T's always been the stingy one, but they're doing well. So I don't know, it works for them. What the recipe is: provide good service, a reliable network, and I guess people will enjoy it and sign up for it. Now, they're, you know, to each his own, right? Some will say, well, the network is not that good, it's not that reliable. I mean, there's got to be something there that people like, right? There's got to be some kind of reliability there if people keep signing up for it, if they're remaining profitable, you know. And we're not just talking about wireless, right? We're talking about the internet service too, fiber, right? There's people that say they don't really like their fiber network either, that it's slow, it's not good. But they're growing all areas of the company. So I don't know, they got to be doing something right, is all I'm trying to say. As always, thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Please hit that like button on the way out if you enjoy the news on this channel. Feel free to drop a comment down below if you have any questions for me, or if you want to talk about this article here, or any of the videos or topics regarding these carriers, or any of the carriers that you're interested in talking about. Feel free to comment down below, open up a discussion, and we can have others join in and give their opinions and input on those as well. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel, as we do make videos like this as often as we can. It's not every day. Sometimes I skip a day or two, you know, if I'm a little busy, but definitely I do my best to catch up, give you guys the news that I think that you want to hear, that you should hear. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.